Welcome to BarryFastCars. I'm Barry, and we are talking about some fast cars. Well, not really today. Today we're talking about Formula One rookies. So I'm going to lower this camera. I can just sit up higher. Boom. Yeah, just sit like an adult. And so we just finished the video. I'm uploading it right now. All I do is switch SD cards and turn this just a tad. Just a little OCD there. Oh, yeah, there we go. So, yeah, just finished the video on Pascal Wehrlein, and we're on Rio Haryanto, his teammate. So let's talk a little bit about Rio. Rio is Indonesian. We have not had an Indonesian in Formula One ever. The closest one was in, and no Indonesian has ever obtained a super license, but there was a driver, I don't know his name, but he raced in like the early 2000s, like 2000, 2001, and he in F3000. Okay, so quickly about Indonesia, if you're wondering, oh, why Indonesia? I mean, that's kind of ridiculous, right? Well, they do only have one racetrack that is approved for like open wheel and stuff, but it's the fourth most populous country in the world. In the world. It has a population estimated over 255 million people. That's a lot. So it's about time they got a Formula One driver to represent them, right? I think that's cool. And I like having Asian drivers on the grid no matter what. Because that's cool. I already missed Kobayashi. So I don't think I really have any pictures of Rio here. Well, there's a picture of him here and just a quick pick. Quick pick. There he is. And that's the guy. Oh. All right, his history in racing. 2008, he contested 3 different championships in 2008. Asian Formula Renault Challenge, Formula Asia 2.0, Formula BMW Pacific. That was all in 2008. In 2009, he did some Asian Formula Renault Challenge again, but he focused on the BMW Pacific, Formula BMW Pacific. In 2009, he had 11 wins. 11. 4 in a row with poles and fastest lap. 4 races in a row. Pole, fastest lap. Literally 4, what do they call them? Triple threat? That's not the saying. I forget what they call it. I'm blanking right now. I totally know what it's called, but really impressive. So 2009, he's putting himself on the map. So he jumped up to GP3 with a sub-team of Manor, kind of, a Manor feeder team. In GP3, he won in his first season, and he had 2 more podiums, ending the 2010 GP3 championship 5th, which out of the drivers for the Manor team was the best. 5th was the best of his teammates. He had 3 other drivers because there's 4 cars from the team. In 2011, with the same team, he had 2 wins. They were both in the rain. So there's like, they're kind of saying this kid's got some wet weather skills. Yeah. He can slip and slide, but still make the car fast, keep the car fast. But over the season, he was fairly inconsistent, and he had like 7 races in a row without points. Not sure if he was crashing or not. Wasn't following it. I just researched it a bit. And, it's some bad luck, and, it's a very, very, very competitive series. So 2011 wasn't the best, but he did have 2 wins, so that's cool. 2012 is when he jumped up to GP2 with Carlin, and his teammate was actually Max Chilton. It's kind of interesting. He did have 1 fast lap and 1 pole position, and his best finish was 5th. Not bad. Very, very competitive series. As we know, GP2 is essentially... GP2 and GP3 are kind of vying for now feeder series for Formula One. We'll see what comes of that. In 2013, he got his first GP2 podium. That's pretty cool. I don't know what his finishing place was. I didn't find that. Didn't care. In 2014, he was actually teamed up with good old Alexander Rossi, my boy. And he got his second GP2 podium that season. I don't know who won in the championship that year. Well, I should. 2014, was that Jolyon Palmer? Jolyon Palmer won the championship that year. 2015, so last season, he moved over to Campos Racing, and he got second in Bahrain in the first feature race, and then the second race of the weekend, he won. Not bad, and Bahrain's pretty early in the season, so pretty solid right there. And then he got a second win in Austria. So I don't know about that. I mean, he's certainly not a nobody. Maybe he jumped out of nowhere for some people that don't follow GP2 and the feeder series for Formula One, and they could say, oh, he's a pay driver, da-da-da-da. Yes, he has some money, for sure. He comes from some money and has some sponsorship money. But he's a good driver. At least that's what it's looking like. If someone has some information that can prove me wrong, put it in the description, or put it in the comments. He ended 2015 fourth in the championship, and that is very, very, very good. I mean, Stoffel Van Dorn won the championship. He's not in an F1 car. Probably will be next year with McLaren, but which might be a more competitive car than the Manor. Not what the topic is right now. Rio Haryanto, pretty impressive. When I started researching, I was like, wow, okay, not expecting that. I did not think he had that type of history and that type of. He's got some skills. Got some skills, boys. He was interviewed and he said, Formula One is very different from GP2. Probably just a lot more complicated, not necessarily a lot faster, which I should definitely put a general gap of speed between the two. But pretty good deal. Now he's going to be racing with a Manor Racing. God damn, I'll figure it out. And that's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. So we have an Asian back on the grid representing Indonesia. Good stuff. Good stuff. So that is the I could just essentially make these two videos the Manor video. So he's got a 2016 Mercedes-Benz motor behind him. That's not bad. They can dial in that chassis at all. They may end up in the points in some of those crazy topsy-turvy races. So I am officially interested in Manor Racing at this point, unlike past seasons. And real quick, just on the note of Manor Racing, they did actually bring Rossi to be the third / reserve driver for the team, which is great. So if for some reason Rio's not working out, don't be getting off track a lot like you have been in testing, Rio, because Rossi will be nipping at your heels. He wants that seat. So if they don't perform, if Rio doesn't perform, Pascal will perform. We don't have to worry about that. And he has his own trajectory with Mercedes. But if Rio doesn't perform, we can certainly see a Rossi in that car next season, but maybe even sooner. But I'm still fully backing Rio Haryanto. I want to call him Harry because that's an awesome name. My name is Barry. Harry, that's your new name. Rio's cool, but we're going to call you Harry. That's your nickname. All right, guys. Like it if you like it. You know, the button that's a thumbs up picture. Press that. And throw some comments in the comment section. All right. Later.